Hey. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Antonia. I'm a third year medical student who just makes videos about pretty much anything that pops into her head, mainly surrounding medicine and university, but I also make other videos as well. If that sounds good to you, feel free to subscribe and give this video a like. And if you're a returning subscriber, welcome back to the channel. I put a poll up on my community tab just asking you guys what kind of video you wanted to see from me next, and 44% of you guys said that you wanted to see a lifestyle video, so I just thought I'd do a day in the life of a medical student in kind of online school. If I have to be honest with you guys, we haven't really had that many online seminars. I don't currently have any planned for now, but our medical school literally told us a couple of days ago that they are confirming plans to take us to our end of year exams in August, so I do actually need to start revising a little bit, and I do have a research proposal that I also need to actually start properly writing, plus a couple of other bits and bobs that I need to organise with my sisters. Take you guys through my day, hopefully find it interesting. I'm just going to drink my lovely Moroccan mint green tea. My only specification for my parents when they go out and buy tea for me is that it's like a green tea or a mint tea. They surprised me with this one. I really like it. So I'm gonna drink this tea, chill with my sister who's actually awake, and maybe watch a bit of Gravity Falls, and then I'll start getting into actual work. Right, the time is now 11 o'clock. I'm in my sister's room once again. If you watch my last day in the life vlog, you'll know that the lighting in my sister's room is infinitely better than the lighting in my own room. So I'm here because it's easier just to film clips here. Plus, I do like her desk as well. I'm going to write a quick to-do list for things I need to do today so I don't forget, because I will forget if I don't write it down. So yeah, let me just quickly do that. Okay, so relatively short to-do list, but I'll just go through everything on here. So the first thing I've got written down on my list is to email my supervisor about RS. If you've watched my breaking down my med school's course structure video, then you'll know that research is a really big part of medicine. The way we do research at my med school is to do RS, research and scholarship, which involves us doing a project every single year to do with research. RS 3 and 4, so the year 3 and 4 portions of the project are combined. In year 3, you write a research proposal, and then in year 4, you carry out the research and then write up your paper. I'm currently in the writing up my research proposal stage. I'm not very good at research. I'm gonna just put my hands up and say it. I'm not very good at research at all. To be honest, last year kind of put me off. My supervisor for RS2 was less than enthusiastic to be a supervisor, and I didn't really feel very supported or get very much help with it. But my supervisor this year is the complete polar opposite. He's so helpful and just really keen to actually help us out. So I need to email him back about a couple of things I wanted to clarify about my project. I've also got on my to-do list to keep on writing my research proposal. So it's got to be 2,000 words and basically just needs to justify why you're doing the project, explain how you plan to carry out the project, the significance of the results you're going to get, etc. And I'm just going to keep on writing a couple words for that because, like I said, I'm not very good at research, so I want to try and get it done as quickly as possible so I can send it to my supervisor and then he can tell me basically how to improve, because I will need to improve. I also need to email back the deputy dean about something that I was liaising with him for. We were going to meet, but because of the current situation, we obviously couldn't meet, and I'm just trying to liaise a new day to hold a meeting, perhaps over Zoom, or next time I'm able to go in person. I need to have a bit of a sister meeting because June is a very hectic month for us. I'll kind of explain more when I'm actually with my sisters. We need to plan out a couple of things for this month. I've also got written down here that I need to do some past questions using Capsule, this new resource that our med school got us all like memberships to, and Past Med, which is like the holy grail of questions for medicine. Like I said in the intro of this video, the current plan for our exams is to have them mid-August time, which means basically I'm not going to have much of a summer because I'm going to need to be revising so I can actually pass these exams. My mum helpfully pointed out to me that I really haven't been doing very much at all, which is really the case. So I'm just trying to ease myself back into doing some sort of work. I feel like I said this in my last video as well, but basically I've done nothing because we haven't really known what was going on with our exams, which has been very annoying, to be honest. Obviously it's a difficult time for everybody, but I just feel as though it would have been nice to have a bit more guidance a bit earlier on and to have a bit of a concrete plan of what we're doing, but we can't do anything about that. I'm just going to try and get myself back into the routine of actually learning. I need to place an Amazon order. I've literally had things in my basket for the last 2 weeks, but I don't want to order because I feel like I'm going to remember something as I press the order button. I'm going to get really annoyed, but I need to actually order that stuff because some of the stuff needs to arrive sooner rather than later. I need to script out another video, and when I say script, I basically just mean like put bullet points of what I kind of want to cover, and hopefully I'll say those things in the videos. I need to buy a new phone charger because I brought home two. My sister broke one of them and I managed to break the other one last night, so I need a phone charger. But yeah, that's all that's on my to-do list for now. Probably gonna try and write the emails down just so I can get those out of the way, and then I'm gonna try and start on some of the questions.
Oh, hell no!
So I've just finished the case, and one thing I really like about Capsule is the fact that you get your case study here and then you got your questions that you answer. So this question set had 9 questions, and you can go through and you get loads of really good feedback on what exactly in a case leads you to getting that answer. The only thing I don't like about it right now is the fact with a lot of these questions, they don't give you the number of options that you're supposed to pick. So for this one, I clicked through and I kind of got that it was supposed to be 3, but for this question, I didn't realize that this question was supposed to have 2 answers. It is a bit annoying that you don't get told like, oh, pick 3 options, pick 2 options. But at the end of the day, it's a minor thing. This resource has been really good. It's about 1:45 now. I've been working since 1, so I'm gonna go on till 2, get some lunch, and then regroup, check my to-do list and see what else I can get sorted out. So it's now 2:30 or 2:31. I actually ended up overshooting my time to revise by half an hour because my sister wanted to do some extra work as well, and then we're gonna get lunch together. In terms of what I've done on my checklist, I've emailed everybody I needed to email. I've gone on PassMed to do rest. I'm gonna go for lunch now. Just finished having lunch. I was going to try and record something of it, but it was literally just me eating and trying to fight the urge to sleep. I'm going to try and knock off some more things from my to-do list. So as you guys can see, I've really ticked off the ones that I'd mentioned before that I'd completed. I'm going to try and tick off some of the easier ones. I'm going to try and place an Amazon order. And in that Amazon order, I'm going to order some phone chargers so I can tick off those 2. I'm going to go onto my notes where I normally try and put down some video ideas and see if there are any ones I can bullet point under. Then I'll probably go back to RS and do a little bit more work. You can see on the PassMed and Capsule bullet point that I've said I've done an hour and a half, and I'm going to try and do 1 more hour today. And that kind of brings me on to, well, it makes me want to talk about another thing. I just started having a bit of a rant because right now it's really hard to come up with any kind of discernible revision schedule because the exact date for our exam still hasn't been announced to us. We know that it's going to be in August. We don't know the actual date of the exam. We don't know whether it's going to be online. We don't know whether it's going to be in person. Obviously, I'm out here in Canada, and if it's in person, I'll have to try and travel back to the UK, but flights have been absolutely insane. Even for now, I was going to try and pack out of my house as soon as possible because I'm not living in the same place next year, and flights to the UK just don't exist at the moment. The only ones I can find are like 37 hours plus multiple stops, and they don't even take me to the right airport. I like to be able to plan, and I like to be able to put my finger on exactly what I'm doing, and everything in the situation is makes it hard to do that. The one bit of normalcy I would have liked was just to know exactly what I'm doing for my exams, and I can't even get that. I would prefer the exams to be online because in reality, I currently don't have a place to live in Liverpool. If I had to go up to do exams, I'd have to go up for the day and then come back down. If the exams were to be over multiple days, I'd have to try and find somewhere to stay, and that's not really ideal. If I decide to intercalate, then my intercalated course may be online for the first semester, and I wouldn't want to have to pay accommodation if I don't have to. Everything's just very much up in the air. I don't like it. I'm just really struggling. So I'm doing tiny bits of revision. I'm trying to ease myself back in, but there's a little voice in my head saying like, oh, but do you actually know what you're doing? Do you actually know what day you're working towards? Do you know what format you're working towards? I'm just a bit confused. But for right now, I'm just going to go on Amazon, try and place this order, because if I don't place it now, then I'm literally never going to place it. And then either script a video or try and get stuck back into work, whichever one I feel like doing more when I'm done ordering.
Eventually.
An hour later and I'm done. I don't know whether it's Miss Rona messing up order times and stuff, but I was so ready to check out so many times, and then I saw that the delivery day was going to be in August, and I don't even know if I'm going to still be here in August, so I changed many things, but it's finally ordered just a couple of essentials and a couple of surprises too, so hopefully that's all lovely. I was able to get my charges as well, so I can take 2 things off my list. Next point on our agenda, I don't know why they're doing this. These are my sisters, Elizabeth over here, we've got Zoe over here. We need to have a little discussion. I've been very vague up to this point. Basically, June is the busiest time of year for us, other than December, obviously, with like Christmas and stuff, because our parents decided that it was a great idea to have both their birthdays, Father's Day and their wedding anniversary, all not only in the same month but in the same week. We've been planning for a couple of weeks now, but we're just going to try and finalize some things and start putting some orders in, get schedules together. It's very stressful. We also need to plan out a video. We've got a video that we'd like to film in the next couple of days, but I'm just going to try and give them the plan I had, see if they have any input, and see when we all have time to actually film it, because I may not have that much to do, but they're still doing online school. We're done with the sister meeting. I feel like we made some good progress and we've got some plans in motion for our parents' various celebrations this month. My parents do periodically watch my content, so I'm actually not going to reveal anything just yet, but hopefully we'll be able to get everything together in time, which means that I've pretty much done the majority of the things on my list. I need to continue with my research project, which I'm really not feeling right now, but I know I should. I need to script out the next video I'm going to film. Recently I've been filming a lot of sit down videos, and I do actually really enjoy just sitting down in front of the camera and talking, because I can talk literally for England. I love talking so much. I might film another one of those, although I might check through my Instagram requests as well. If you don't follow me on Instagram, I'll like tag it here, but a couple of people have sent me in some like video requests, so I might see if I can do those as well. I'm gonna hop back onto my laptop, do some more revision questions, and then try and write some more bits and bobs for my research proposal, do some bullet points for some video ideas, and then I would have actually done everything on my list.
2,000 years later.
Unimpressed. Mom was a pathological liar, which served her well as a phone psychic.
That'll be 99 cents an hour.
Looking at my list, I've literally got everything ticked off. It's actually quite impressive, except for the continuing with my research proposal, which in reality probably wasn't going to happen anyway. Like I said, I don't like research. I'll tackle it tomorrow. I feel quite good that I've got everything else sorted out, because it's just a couple of things off my mind. The past couple of days have been really difficult, I can't lie, with all the news about George Floyd and Belly Mujinga and all the other black men and women that have been wrongfully killed or have ended up wrongfully dying, and seeing so much of it in the media. That's kind of led to people talking about their own experiences, and I've spoken about my own experience in small bits, and it's just really difficult. Like systematic racism, microaggressions, all that sort of stuff. As a person of colour, as a black woman, I have to deal with it all the time anyway, but I don't know, this week has just been really difficult. I couldn't bring myself to try and like force myself to keep on doing work. I'm literally just watching Gravity Falls with my sister. I'm just trying to keep my mind off of these things. I've been reposting things, I've been signing petitions, I've been donating, and it feels so good because this feels different. It feels like people are actually getting what the Black Lives Matter movement is about, but it takes a toll. Seeing so much of this in the media at the moment has just really brought up old memories that I didn't even realize that I was repressing, of like instances where people have been racist and life's been a bit uncomfortable, let's say, and it's just weird because I didn't even realize, like I said, I was actually repressing these things, and now that I think about it, like it's even more important for people to actually be aware of like microaggressions and racism, because this is something that people just have to learn how to deal with every single day. And if we can bring any kind of awareness for that sort of thing, it's a good thing. I've noticed that there's been a lot of performative activism with this time as well. It was Blackout Tuesday yesterday, and I noticed that a lot of people were posting black squares on their Instagram, but hadn't necessarily said anything else about the Black Lives Matter movement or about current events surrounding, you know, George Floyd, etc. And it's just so frustrating. My friends told me that my med school society had actually posted a photo set on Instagram about Black Lives Matter, and initially I was really happy because I was like, oh, they're actually choosing to acknowledge it, as our medical school society is very white, despite our medical school being 44% BAME. students. But, you know, I went to go and find it, and they had copied the post from Birmingham's Dentistry Society, and they spoke about how they tolerate racism, etc., and it was just so wild. Our med school society is supposed to be a society for the med students, but it definitely seems to cater towards a certain demographic who enjoy partying and drinking. It doesn't really do very much for people who don't really like to do that. It doesn't really do very much for people of colour either. The committee is consistently dominated by white people with a couple of flashes of colour in there, but they don't really do very much for us. One of the trophies that they actually have for certain events is traditional African statue, which people have complained about in the past, and only now are they thinking that it might be a good idea to replace it. Honestly, any step in the right direction is a good step, but until these people actually give us something to work with, all of it just feels very performative to me. All talk and nothing to show, basically. I don't know, I first felt a bit disappointed, and a couple of my friends did roast them slightly. If I can find the screenshots, I'll like put them in here because I did think that they were very good. But yeah, kind of left feeling a bit low. To the black people who have been fighting tirelessly, peacefully protesting, you know, signing petitions, trying to get the word out there, make sure to take time for your mental health as well, because it is really, really tough out here, to be honest. I think I'm just gonna be watching some TV shows with my sisters. I'll try and do my night routine. If I don't sign off properly, thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you've enjoyed it. I'm probably gonna try and do this a bit more often because I actually quite enjoyed vlogging my day. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Subscribe, like, all that good stuff, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.